I look for little clues and signs, and it says moving on, so we're gonna move on from that record. Someone else can have it. I have like a bunch of Japanese and Filipino music. I don't know. Can't hold it. I just feel like I can't hold on to like everything, you know? But it's hard to let go. This is a Martin Scorsese Taxi Driver, filmed in New York. It's a classic film that depicts the shittiness of human life in New York at that time, probably currently too. Really good film. It is a good film. I would recommend watching this film. And the soundtrack is really good too. Bernard Herrmann. Keep that one, and then Robin Williams. Trying to just look for stuff like New York. Marijuana's in here. Alcohol, marijuana, cocaine, cops, Reagan, Gaddafi. Altered states. So this one, I mean, everybody's going through altered states right now. Pretty relevant. I didn't actually watch this film. Is Keanu Reeves in this? No. William Hurt, Blair Brown, Bob Balaban, Charles Hayde. This guy kind of looks like Keanu Reeves, though. Music by John Corigliano. I feel like we all have our story inside of us, you know, and it's just like trying to let it out, like share it, just get it out instead of holding on to it. And like sometimes it can eat you up, you know, like it's kind of liberating to feel like I can actually play. I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like they're always like, I gotta take a class to learn how to play. Like you don't have to, you can just play. Somebody gave me this keyboard and it was sitting here for so long, and I always wanted to play. I took one little class at college, but it was like so basic, and you know, like trying to make a song for class, it's like, it's definitely different than to just like try and come up with your own, I don't know, just coming up with your own tune. We all have our own tunes, so. Well, you know what, why did Mozart, like any of the famous composers, like they just made music? They didn't, I mean, maybe they were trained too, like they learned it, but I feel like those guys just taught themselves, and like that's their sound. Like you listen to their music because they're sharing their sound and their story. So like soundtracks can be like Tarantino style soundtracks, which more like 90s, 80s. They were like, okay, let's just take all the best music, pop music that's in the culture, and let's put it in our movie because it's gonna generate a lot of people to watch this film. But the soundtracks that I like are original scores, because I like music, and it's a little different because the timing is different. It's more about the emotional journey of the story. So that's why I like soundtracks. I think original music is what I look for, and certain composers like Ennio Morricone. Yeah. So this one, I just wanted to show you this one because it's the Watts 103rd Street Rhythm Band. And I don't know what that means, but maybe that has to do with New York. If any of you guys from New York know about this, tell us. I have no idea. I'm not an expert on any of this stuff. I'm just a person who's eager to learn. So this song is by The Cure, and it's Standing on a Beach. It's got some old guy. And the track that I played on my radio show, Jimmy Crane and the Brain, was Killing an Arab. And it's a really good song. It's got a really good beat. But I just don't know if it's like politically correct to play over the radio, but I played it anyways. And a lot of these, I just stumble across them and I get inspired by them. But The Cure, yeah, The Cure is we need the cure. What is the cure to humanity? I don't know. Yeah, I just do this for my head I like just finding something, like we all have something inside of our head that we want. We're finding it's like life, there's like it's like a maze and you're always trying to find the center, like in Westworld. So there's a pattern, a repeating pattern, and that's pretty much what life is. It's like DNA. So within all of our heads, or within all of us, within our heads, that's what we're constantly doing, is that pattern over and over again. And the piano music, it helps me to try and explore what that pattern is to me. It's like a natural thing that, you know, like you tap your, like, you know, numbers 1 2 3 4 3 2 1, you go back and forth over and over. That's all it is. Sometimes it sounds good, sometimes it doesn't, and what I'm just trying to do is find the differences. I really like Philip Glass, because it's like, it's pretty basic, like he just does like just like, you know, like simple back and forth, overlapping. But it's like emotionally, it's strong. Like it generates like a lot of emotion. So I think, like with the whole thing with the maze, we all feel like trapped inside. So we're like exploring that feeling, and sometimes like you're hitting your head and like, why am I not, like, why is that note popping up and like it doesn't sound right? Like trying to fix it, you're constantly trying to fix it and progress and make it sound better, and like pretty much, I guess that's what drives us. Like that's why we live.
Dog's looking for that ball right now. He just ripping that thing apart.
Loves it. See, sometimes I hit 2 chords together like this, and that's like a dissonant sound. It's like off pitch, and it doesn't sound good.
But you can roll with it, right? I mean, you can kind of keep.
You can roll with it, but people notice it. I notice it. And it's like a natural. Like sometimes you just hit 2 keys that are next to each other
I still hear that
on
from the
accident.
pros,
Yeah, some pros actually do it on purpose, but they know when to. I don't know if I know when to or not, but I don't know. It's like it's kind of considered amateur. And then just playing chords too is like kind of amateur. And not using these black keys.
The black keys, a whole nother.
The black keys, it's a whole nother level.